Hello. This is not one of my usual kind of videos, but I'm just gonna go through the Poppy Playtime Chapter 1 game just in the background. But in the meanwhile, I'm gonna be talking about the controversy around Poppy Playtime Chapter 5 and all the criticism. Is Chapter 5 bad? No, it wasn't. It's just an overreaction from all the... And that's the worst part about the YouTubers. They expect more. Why? It's just a game. So basically, the problem with the YouTubers that have played Poppy Playtime Chapter 5, they're saying that the game is bad and they don't like the game and it sucks and it's just repetitive chase scene. And yes, I understand that. I understand the criticism because it is true. It is a very repeating game with the having the same chase. It's nothing different and it's just the same thing over and over and over again. I can see the problem, but I've commented on one of the recent videos that I will share a screenshot of right now on the screen, where I commented on about, hold on, green, pink, yellow, red, green, pink, yellow, red, green, pink, yellow, red,
a loaf of milk, a container
green,
of bread,
pink, yellow,
and a Joe
red,
Dirt DVD. A Joe Dirt DVD,
green,
Scarlett
pink,
Johansson,
yellow,
and Treasure from a Fish Tank.
On that video, I wrote a comment. Ideas for Chapter 6 if they want a successful game and a game that actually has, like, what do I say? Like, a reasonable amount of boss fights and a reasonable type of a real game that is horror. And I wrote, for example, Rayman, because of how the bosses is like 2D, you know, but this game is a 3D game. But imagine you're fighting a boss like this, like it's a huge scene, bigger than this, and the boss is in front of you, and you have to do stuff to damage the boss. On Rayman, it is like that, but in Chapter 3, we get to do that, but kind of different, with like how we have the room for catnap, and it's all that type of bullshit. But that is not good enough for me. I want to see the boss. Because in Chapter 5... Ooh, this is just a perfect game. Look at this. Hold on. Oh my god. Huggy Wuggy is the GOAT. So, in Chapter 5, we see the prototype as an introduction. Oh my god, he's all that cool and new. We have never seen him before. Suddenly appeared. Yeah. And we never seen the prototype before. And it's like, okay, it's a cool introduction. He's very big and he's scary and all that things. But we barely see his face, like, properly, like in a fight scene. When you are in a chase scene, you don't... that's funny. Wait. Wonderful. And it's the claws of the prototype. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fingers. A lot of blood. Yeah. Because in Chapter 5, when you are in a chase scene, how are you gonna have time to look at a monster? Never. You're never gonna have time to run and then look back and then run. No, you will never have time for it. And that's the worst part about the game. Because when I'm looking at the prototype, I want to see him. I want to feel scared. Oh, look at this. This is creepy. This is unexpected. Oof. But in Chapter 5, I will be honest, I like the game. Me personally, I love the game. It is a good game. Kind of long, stretching it a little bit too much. But as I said on my ideas, I said, let me just pause here for a second. I said that if you're gonna do a boss fight, make it sectionary. Not a weird word, the other word for sections, like stages almost, okay, stages kind of, you can say. A stage full boss fight where you fight the boss fight one time, you do the you succeed in damaging the boss, then the boss runs away, you're introduced to a new boss, and that boss has to last longer to defeat them, like a chase scene, then into a fight, and then you defeat them, of course, then they're gone. But like, let us have a chase, then look at the monster. Like in chapter 1, you are being chased by Huggy Wuggy, then the door behind you locks, you're standing there, closed off, don't know what to do, and then you turn around, oh, I have to drag the box down to make him fall down with me. And what happens? You take the box down, and he falls down with you, but he falls down all the way down to the ground. That's more better than just running and running. Of course, in chapter 5, you had like run, stop, do something, damage him, run, stop, damage him, run, stop, run. It's always run, stop, but it's not entertaining because you're not damaging him in the right way you want to do it. You want to damage him like close up, like an Elden Ring boss almost, but like not like that because you don't have a sword or powers like that. But you guys know what I mean. Like take for example, Crash Bandicoot. I don't have a good example right now, but if you played the 3DS Nintendo version, it's a 2D world, so you're running like forward on a 2D screen. No 3D, like, oh, you can look around. No, just forward. And on that screen, you have to like fight boss fights, like be cool. Sometimes they made a 3D type of world where you have to fight the boss. And that is cool, because you're paused in a dimension to fight the boss. You're fighting him. And that's the thing. We want to fight the boss. Not look at the boss for 1 second and run away. No, we want to look at him properly. Oh, there he is. Now he's there. I just went back here and back here. Now I see him. Yeah. And that's the thing. That's the kind of boss fights. And I wrote also that we have to fight the boss, damage him, more puzzles, damage him, then puzzles, and then at the last section of the whole game, when you have to really meet the boss, it's 3 stages. Look at him, he's creepy, he's looking at you creepy. Oh, then he's gone. And then you have to damage him somehow, then you fall down lower in the factory, and then even more lower. I don't have the last one. And then you fall even lower down in the factory, and lower, all the way till you have fought the boss 3 times and damaged the boss 3 times, or maybe 4 or 5, depends on how much they wanted. And then you have fallen down so much that you even gained even more lore and more stuff and everything. And then at the end, you finish the boss off, the prototype, or someone else, the prototype off, and you're done. The game continues to the finishing lore, and then you get to see the ending of the game properly. No more chase, no more that, did that, though. No, I want to really feel that ending where you... Now that I think about it, if we're talking about endings, if I really want an ending, I want to kill the prototype, then get to somehow get all the way from the bottom of the factory that we are at right now in chapter 5 all the way back up here to chapter 1, because I'm still wondering what's behind the continuous blue and red hand door, the one you saw earlier that we couldn't open because we only had the blue hand. But that is something I really want to see. If we get the ending of we have to go all the way back to the start and you have to exit the facility, that would be awesome. It would be awesome. In my opinion, it'd be awesome. You just look at all the memories you have done. You just look at everything that has happened with you in the past 3 days or 4 days, and then you walk out of the last place to register the blue and red hand. Then you see the final lore, and then the end. That would be a very cool thing. Like, you see the proper lore ending to the game, and then you exit the factory, and then the game closes, or not closes, like slowly takes you back to the main menu. That is how I want the game to end. You fight the prototype, you defeat everything in the factory that you need to do, then after that you're done. You just have to go out of the whole factory all the way back to the start, and just leave it. That would be a perfect thing. Markiplier saying he don't want to play the game, I understand it, but I don't care. He's going to do it some way or another. The same with Jacksepticeye. I think he will also play the game. Of course, he had a disappointing review, you can kind of say, of how the prototype looked. That is also reasonable, but I hope they will play the game just for the content of it. Oh. It's looking at me. And like I said, this game, this chapter is my number. It's my number 3. Because chapter 2 is also perfect. Actually, chapter 2 is it's not my number 1. Chapter 3 is my number 2 because it is scary and it's good. It's just some puzzles are really bad. Some puzzles are really bad. Like, I was confused in an hour, a whole hour, where I did not know what to do. I was confused. I had to look up on YouTube, how did I do this puzzle, and I had to spoil all the way to the spot where I was. And I was like, oh, that's how stupid it was. And then I continued the game. But that's how bad the puzzle was in chapter 3, because you didn't know how to use it, because the mechanics were all new. The hand was all new, the purple hand was all new. But chapter 3 is perfect as it is. It is a number 3 in my heart. Chapter 2 is my number 1. And chapter 1 is my number 2. Chapter 2, 1, chapter 1, 2, chapter 3, 3. Chapter 4 is the worst one. It's the chapter, look at this, my guy. Look at this man. He's so huggy wuggy. Oh my god. Look at him. he's creepy. And then he just stands there. Ah, it looks weird. Okay, anyways. As I was saying, Chapter 4, the worst one. It sucked. I hate it. It's number 5. Chapter 5 is number 4. Look at this. Look at this, my guy. He's chasing you. He's literally chasing you. Oh no. What I do? I run over here. Oh no. Oh no. Run down. Oh, he's creepy. That is creepy. That is creepy. Look at that. Oh my god. Oh. Hello. You wanna open? And we out. Oh no. What are we gonna do? Oh no, he falls down. And I'm glitching. He fell down really hard. Look at this. He didn't get taken by the prototype. He got took by the doctor. But still, he missed blood. He spilled blood here. He spilled blood there. He spilled blood there. But he fell down, I don't know, 5,000 meters or something more. All the way down. There's something yellow over there. There's something. Hey, hey, buddy. There's something over there. Hello. Hey. So yeah, that is chapter 1. I have played it, of course, on my channel. Of course, I have a whole series on my channel. We can watch it all. I will post chapter 5 very soon. Depends on how fast I will, because I have a lot of work to do myself. I am a worker. I don't sit at home and do nothing all day. I have work. I'm a healthcare worker. I help patients. Also, by the way,
final log in relation experiment 1006
with my patients, because there's a lot of fun that happens daily with my patients. I can't, of course, say names. I can't, of course, say details of what they look like or anything. Just my experience of how this like old dude, he did that and that, and an old man over there, they died and that. No, just I can do that. That is the simplest way. But yeah, if you want to do that, let's hit the video on 100 likes, and I'll do so. Even more, maybe. Yeah, so I'm gonna finish the game. This game is perfect. It is creepy and it's scary at the same time. So yeah, my criticism on chapter 5 is not a lot. I loved the game. Yes, it's a looping chase scene. It is a looping puzzles that is also very hard. But if you get the lore and you get the prototypes, meaning behind everything, it's worth the money. The game is still good. Poppy, the beautiful version. So unless you're out the case. And 1, 2, 3. Look at this. That is creepy. That is creepy.
You opened my case.
You opened my case. Oh. Oh. Listen to this. Listen to this. Dun, 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 dun. this audio is so creepy. This audio is so creepy and cool at the same time, but it's creepy. And I love it. So, thank you all for watching this video of me talking about how the game should be better or playing it, because I already played the game, so I'm not playing another update. I'm not spending another 5 hours, or technically, yeah, 5 hours on the game. No, I'm not doing that. So, thank you all for watching this video. It's been a fun time talking with you guys. Genuinely, go down in the comment section. Comment if you guys want the old people type of videos where I animate something I think I will animate, maybe, or documentary. And I'll talk about my days at work. It is very funny. Personally, my idea. Personally, I like it. So, thank you all for watching. Please like and click the bell, because I have no subscribers doing that. There's 0.4 doing so. 99.6 is not watching properly. And thank you all for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time on the channel. This will be the video. Thank you all. I love you all. And goodbye. Bye bye.